Hello, good morning, students. Today we start the actual problematic part of our BRM, Business Research Methods. So previously we came to know that actually what do you mean by research? Research, searching again and again. If at all any problem arises, to have a satisfactory solution, what is required? We need to look forward so many options. You may have the problems in various kinds of situations, right from what we call pure sciences to business. So I explained what are the things and what are the kind of problems one can encounter and how to tackle all those problems. There is a procedure. What to call that procedure? A research methodology. Few steps are there. What are those steps? The first thing is identifying the problem and formulation of the problem. And deciding the research design and identifying the appropriate statistical tool, collection of the data, analysis of the data, and finally you are producing all the results in terms of what you called verbal way. So what you call that presentation of the information. Now as far as today's topic is concerned, which is very much connected to the analysis part step. So what is that? Analysis. So where and how you are going to experience the analysis. So after collecting the data, the problem arises actually how to extract the information from the collected data. All variety kinds of fruits you purchase from the market, isn't it? And you put all the fruits on the top, but you should know how to extract juice from from all those fruits by using mixer grinder, or else by using hands, or else by using knife, or by using some other methods. So what you call extraction. Same way here, the analysis part explains how to extract the information from the numerical data. The data of what you call various information. If you take what you call the today's business empires, Reliance Industries, they are ventured into various verticals. They have their own petrochemical businesses. They are what you call doing textile businesses. They opened even the supermarkets. And every day, minute by minute, hour by hour, even sometimes second by second also data will be developed. So they need to understand whether all these business units functioning accordingly or not. Are they what you call moving whatever the path has been set or not? Understand? Otherwise, is there any changes required? So to understand all these things, what is required, you should extract the information from the data. That extraction activity you are calling as the analysis. If anybody feeling sick, by looking at the patient, doctor cannot reveal, understand what is the problem inside of that human. See, go for asking some information about that patient by having few kinds of what you called measurements like BP, sugar, pulse rate, isn't it? Few kinds of diagnostic tests you actually suppose. You ask for what you call to have that information. Based upon this diagnostic information, the doctor is going to give what is the actual status of that patient. That means here, everywhere, so if you want to give any information, what is required? You require analysis. Okay? So that very, very important aspect of the analysis now we are going to discuss. Really, from today onwards, if you focus in all these topics, in the final semester you are going to take up project work. All these tools you are going to apply then and there also. So completion of the project work is going to be very, very easy to all of you. Not only that, as you all know that one of the era is coming up as far as job sector is concerned. So if you observe the current trend, one type of jobs are mushrooming like anything. As per some information, the entire coming decade going to occupy the prominent position regarding these jobs, which are nothing but data analysts, business analysts, understand? So the experts, these analysts actually uses whatever tools we are going to discuss based and also a few advanced techniques. Hence what I suggest you, the people who wants to become analysts in the future, okay, who are good at numbers, quantitative methods, if you follow regularly, sincerely these classes, it is going to be very, very easy to all of you. Okay. Now as far as analysis is concerned, today we are going to discuss the very, very basic step whenever you what to call collects the information, numerical information, strictly speaking. So information is of two types, in terms of numbers, in terms of what to called quality also you can measure. That qualitative methods, quantitative methods, both are different. We are going to discuss all these things in coming classes. For time being, we are going to discuss how to extract the information whenever the information has been presented in terms of the numerals, numbers. Understand? Remember that even the qualitative data also should be put in the numbers only, otherwise you cannot apply the statistics. Okay? So for time being, assume that you got the information in terms of numbers, how to extract the information. So basically, there are so many techniques are there. The very basic thing is nothing but what? Descriptive statistics. First thing you need to do is nothing but the descriptive statistics, application of the descriptive statistical tools. Under descriptive statistical tools, you are going to express the given numerical information in terms of what you call the graphs. You know very well what do you mean a graph? Y-axis will be there, x-axis will be there, information you are going to present in terms of the curves. Line graphs would be there, bar charts would be there, pie diagrams are there. Understand? These are all various kinds of what you called graphical methods which helps us to present the information in terms of the pictures. But actual numerical value, if you want to know about that the data whatever you got, few other techniques exist. Those techniques we are going to discuss actually, which are nothing but the very first one is measures of central tendency. Measures of central tendency. The second method is nothing but measures of dispersion. Measures of dispersion. So we will discuss what do you mean by central tendency and what are the various measures of central tendency. And after that, we are going to discuss about the measures of dispersion. So let us focus on the first very, very important descriptive statistical method. Description means what? Explains, gives information, describing. So what is that? The first one, the measures of central tendency. These measures of central tendency can also be known as measures of location. Location. Or in simple words, these methods are also known as averages. Averages. I think many of you familiar with this word average, calculation of the average. So what are other names for the average? Measures of the location or else the measures of the central tendency. What do you mean by measures of central tendency? The measures of central tendency actually measures where actually the entire focus is there in the set of numerical values. Understand? Let us suppose that a simple example I am going to take here. So few students' marks are like this: 40, 50, 60, 70 and 65 something. Okay. Now how many students are there? 5 students are there and they got different marks in any one of the subjects. Let us suppose BRM only. If you see here, 2 students are scored 60 and above, 60, and 1 student scored 70 marks. That means all these 3 are considered as a very, very good students, highly intelligent students. And this fellow scored 50 marks. Let us suppose that he derived what I would say second class. His position is second. And if you go to this 40, he failed. Understand? If you see individually, these numbers are going to give various information. 40, 50, 60, 70, 65. But collectively, what these numbers are going to say? Let us suppose that all these 5 students are actually good or not. Will they be considered for higher education or not? One information we need to collect. Let us suppose that roughly the information, if I calculate, I got 61. This is for example. Let us suppose. So average of these 5 students 61, let us suppose. What do you mean by that? All these are all irrespective of individual performance. We can say that these are all first class students, good students. This 61 is known as average value. Be careful. I am not getting into that familiar word mean. Still time is there to understand about the mean. We are in a starting position. What we are discussing? We are discussing about the measures of central tendency. Okay. Now this 61 actually representing all these 5 students information. Representative. So what this 61 represents? Yes, all these are all good students. We can allow them for the next level of the class. See, I am not looking at the 5 values, but I look at the only single value. How do I got this value? By applying average formulas, average techniques. Like 100 values would be there. Will it be possible to focus on each and every value of all the given 100 values? Humanly impossible. Then where is that value which explains about all other values? Tracing of that value is nothing but calculation of the central tendential value. Entire focus would be there. When you go to purchase a vegetables, okay, so balance will be like this. When do you purchase? So here weighing stone will be there and here vegetables would be there. Whenever the needle actually positioned in the middle, balanced. Getting my point? So, why you call these methods are as central tendential methods? Because all the information is going to be focused only on one of the values. Generally, that value is known as the center of attraction. Any information is required, Generally, we ask to that particular student. So you will be knowing very well immediately when you what to call form a batch, when you come to a class first time, by looking at your behavior, the way you talk, your patience, isn't it? We choose one or two students as your CRs, class representatives. Why we do that? Because if you want to give any information to all of you, it's very difficult to us. We take the help of the CR. We ask to the CR. We ask to the what to call CR for any suggestion regarding conduction of any kind of programs, internal activity or external activity. We need not to disturb all remaining 59 students. We disturb only CR. That CR is nothing but the central tendential value. Very, very important value. That's it. And why these methods are known as what to call by one more name, location. That means these methods are going to point out where actually that value has been located. Position. Hence these methods are known as what to call measures of location also. Now we are going to discuss very, very familiar what to call word as far as these methods are concerned. What to call that? Averages. By one more name, the familiar name for these methods is nothing but the average. Then how do we define the average? Definition of the average is nothing but which is a single numerical figure. Single numerical figure which explains complete data. See that. Which explains about complete data. If anybody comes some information to your home, immediately